as said in our scriptures, as our elders say, Ya vinayam dadati sa eva vidya. The one which gives us humility, which gives us vinaya, that only is vidya. Sa vidya ya vimuktaye. And that vidya which liberates us is what we are looking at. As Srimati Valli Kumar also mentioned, this is Sanskritam is the only vidya which will give us vinaya and also will lead us to mukti. So in this personal Sanskrit companion, our effort from Vyoma Labs is to provide that little bit of Sanskritam, Samskriti and Samskara and spread the joy of learning to the eager learners. So here we have 18 categories. As you see these boxes, rhymes, bhajans, shlokas, Bhagavad-Gita. Similarly, there are 18 categories. And these 18 categories are all different modules. And the learning content, the number of learning hours, if you calculate for each, is 25 plus hours. So your kid can be actively engaged in learning this for 25 plus hours. So here, what is this? This PSC, that is the Personal Sanskrit Companion, contains all the e-learning tools and courses which will help you to gain entry to that knowledge with precision, authenticity, and learn the Samskrita Vidya. Learning this at an young age helps immensely, is our belief, and it is proven. So we would request all the kids to continue their journey using Personal Sanskrit Companion. So this PSC is a collection of tools to support your sharpening, to support, and it will sharpen your skills. What are those skills? The listening skill, the reading skill, the writing skill, the pronunciation skill, comprehension, and composition skills. So this contains 18 modules, as I said. Some modules will have two subcategories, that is the basic one and the higher version. So we would request all the students to start with the basic module and go on with the higher versions. Just to give a few statistics, we have 11 basic modules and 19 higher modules in this Personal Sanskrit Companion. We have 360 lessons, 120 plus activities, and it will all comprise up to 25.35 learning hours. So now I would just take a minute or two spending on each module so that you will understand it much better. The first one is the Shishugitam. This is the rhymes in Sanskritam. So this is how you will be able to see. So here the child will learn the rhymes, the simple Sanskritam songs using by listening to the audio, seeing the animation. And all the kids love to sing it and enjoy it. We have experienced it in our summer camp as well. This was taught in the summer camp along with actions. The next category would be the Bhajans. Here there are 19 Bhajans. Bhajans are very important at this age. So as Krishna says in Bhagavad-Gita, Bhakti Marga is the easiest way to attain the supreme power. So bhajan is the easiest way to attain that. And here we have a list of very simple bhajans, which are very, the tune is very catchy and the kids learn it very easily and they will be able to chant it. It helps also gaining the concentration and it imbibes that bhakti bhava in them. So this is how a bhajan looks in our PSC. It also has that karaoke feature wherein the text gets highlighted. So your child will be able to repeat it and also read it along the same time and learn. And there is a higher version of the bhajan wherein some eminent personalities have blessed us with the recordings, and we have also shown the same here. These will be in the higher category. The next module is the shlokas. We have 27 shlokas. There are dinachari shlokas and some basic shlokas. This is how the index looks. So as soon as you get up, what is the shloka which you have to say? And once you step on the ground, what is the shloka you have to say? Basic shlokas of Guru, Ganesha, Saraswati, Krishna, everything is written here. We have around 27 shlokas, 21 basic shlokas. Then the higher category contains the Loka Prarthana shlokas. The next module is the Bhagavad-Gita module. Here we have Dhyana Shloka as the higher learning module, and Bhakti Yoga, that is the 12th chapter, which is the basic module. Here also we have two variations. One is, now that you how to learn it, there will be a teacher and student module wherein the teacher will be teaching, and also there will be repetition. Just the way we taught the kids in the class, the same way is being incorporated here. So there is the Anucharanam model, the repetition model, and the Parayanam model. Once your child learns the shlokas, they can just listen to the Parayanam model and chant along with it. This is our Bhagavad-Gita module. The next is the Ramayanam, wherein we have Aditya Hridayam and the Sankshepa Ramayanam. In our Vasantha Shibiram, we covered all the 100 shlokas of Sankshepa Ramayanam, and the children were able to chant it very well, as you would have seen it in the snippets. However, we would also recommend the children to learn all the 100 shlokas now that they have the summer break. And they will be spending a lot of time at home. It is very useful if they by heart it, memorize it at an early age, and it will help them throughout their life. The basic module contains the Aditya Hridayam, which again is a very powerful stotra. So just to give a little background on that, when Rama was distressed from the war, it was sage Agastya who gave this stotra to Rama. So it is a very powerful stotra, and especially during this troubled pandemic times, wherein health is of the utmost importance, chanting Aditya Hridayam daily helps immensely. So we would request all the parents and the students to learn Aditya Hridayam and chant it through this module. Next is your Subhashitani, wherein we have close to 12 Subhashitas, and there is also an activity which is associated with each Subhashita. I'll just show a demo of one. So you can also practice again, and there will be a question associated with the Subhashita. There will be some activities for all the 12 Subhashitas. That is the Subhashita module. The next is your stories, Kathaha. There are 3 categories. One are the basic Kathas, wherein we have 5 stories. Then we have Panchatantra Kathaha, very popular 10 Panchatantra stories. And we also have Pauranika Kathaha, wherein you have stories of Gajendra Moksha, story of Dhruva and Prahallada, etc. This module is very interesting with kids. They will be able to see the animation, listen to the audio, and understand it. The next module is the Nitya Prarthana Shlokas. We have around 53 verses which are carefully selected and which has different, from a benefit point of view, there are different benefits in chanting these shlokas. We have specific shlokas for health. When you are traveling, which are the shlokas you have to say. When you're about to start eating your food, when you're about to take your lunch or breakfast, what is the shloka which you have to say while taking bath? How do you get victory? If you have some health issues, what are the shlokas which you have to say? All these are covered in our Prarthana, the Shloka category, Nitya Prarthana. The next is the Sankhya. Here we try to teach the children about numbers in Sanskritam. Starting from 1 or even 0, it goes up to billion and trillion. So what are such numbers called in Sanskritam is covered in 2 modules, the higher and the basic. The next module would be learning the basic Sanskritam, Varnamala, wherein the kids will learn Swaraha, Vyanjanani. This was covered in the Vasnatha Shibiram, and the kids were able to learn it very easily, and the activities were thoroughly enjoyed. Rather than learning the part, they were always eager to know, ma'am, what is the next activity? When will you give the next fun time activity? Was the question which was popped by most kids. So they enjoyed this module immensely. We also have a writing module wherein the children can practice and sharpen their writing skills. So this is how our writing module looks. So if you click on a particular letter, the display will be here, and then you can also write it along in the board. And so on and so forth. You can practice it for any letter. It is just like our olden day, we had this slate and a chalk wherein we would practice. This is a modern technology version to it, wherein the kids will enjoy and relate to it. Another important module is the pronunciation. In Sanskritam, pronunciation is very important, and if it is not taught from the beginning, it will do a little bit of harm in their later learning. So we have given a lot of importance for the pronunciation as well. You click on a particular letter, you hear it, and you also see the script. You can record it yourself and then verify how you have pronounced. Is my pronunciation correct? Generally there will be a problem when kids are pronouncing sa, sha and sha. So such things can be rectified using this pronunciation module. Going further, we have one of the most popular categories here, that is the vocabulary builder. Once your child is well versed in the Varnamala, obviously the next step would be to teach them, improve their vocabulary skills. And here we have a number of categories wherein words are grouped into a particular category. For example, it can be a Devata Vargaha, wherein all the God related terminologies are clubbed into one particular category. The domestic animals are clubbed into a certain category. Similarly, we have close to 18 categories, and also we have lot of activities in this and a few games to play in this category. So there is, as you can see in the right hand side, there is learn, wherein you have 18 categories, wherein your child will learn the words, and it is flashcard based learning, and they will be able to pick up the words very easily. I will just show one flashcard, and there is also a play category wherein there are certain games which are associated with the categories. Once they learn it, they can go and have fun and play them. For example, if you look at just for example, I will show one flashcard. So this is how the menu of a particular category looks. There will be words and there will be 3 exercises associated with it. And you click on Padani, that is the words. A flashcard pops up in front of you, which will contain an image. It will contain an audio. It will contain the word in Sanskritam, in Hindi, and in English. So that language will never be a barrier, a problem to learn. And it will also contain, so there is an image, the main word, what a cow is called in Sanskritam is given, the English meaning, the Hindi meaning, the Pratipadikam, the root word, and the Lingam, the gender is given, and the forms of the word is given, and Paryaya Padani, which means synonyms. So your child will not only be learning the word, also they will be learning the synonyms. So their vocabulary will increase immensely. And this activity cannot be done in a day or two. It has to be a regular revision so that your child keeps on learning. So this journey will continue for a long time. Next comes our another popular section called the games section. Here we have 4 subtypes: quiz games, Itihasa Purana based games, math based games, and memory based games. I would like to show just 1 or 2. So in the memory based game, this is how it looks. There will be different levels of difficulty: easy level, difficult level, medium level. The kids have to match the flashcards, and there will be a timer going on. So Ganapati, he is associated with his Ayudha, Saraswati with Veena, Shiva with Trishula, Subramanya with his veil. That is how this is just a sample. This is one particular game from a memory category. There is also, this is about a flashcard based game wherein it is called Guess Who. So you have to guess the character. Every time you click on a card, it gives a clue. And based on the clue, you have to play. So the clue is, this is a human avatar of Vishnu who did not kill anybody. Suppose I don't know the answer. I will go for the next clue. And he says he appears in the form of a small boy and later takes on a huge form. So I'll guess it is Vamanavatara, and there is also content related to it, wherein the child learns, okay, what is Vamanavatara? What was the story behind it? What did Vishnu do appearing on earth in the form of a Vamana, etc. And as Vasudha ma'am was saying, we have a suggested curriculum which is there in the user manual. I would request all the parents to go through it and encourage your child to do it in the systematic way. We at Vyoma Labs have tried and tested this, and this really works in a very guided manner. So people who have the opportunity of learning it from a guru are very less in today's times. So we at Vyoma would, our effort is to make children and elders learn Sanskritam in a correct, authentic way, as though you're learning it from a guru, but at a distance learning, e-learning way. So I would request all the parents to please go through it, help your child learn and enjoy this product thoroughly. Dhanyavadaha. Ram Ram.